Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Monday, June 27th. This is Gina McGuire. Over the next several days, we'll see an increase in showers and thunderstorms from the south beginning on Tuesday over the far southern areas of the Great Basin and pushing northward as we move through this week. This will be the first push of monsoon moisture for the season. Also, moisture will be increasing with the lightning, especially across Utah, where the best chances of wetting rains will occur as storms will be slow moving. Further north and west, these thunderstorms may be slightly less in coverage, but they will likely be a mix of wet and dry. Therefore, we do have several areas in high risk for lightning from Tuesday through Thursday over portions of the Great Basin, and we'll discuss that as we move later in the briefing. These thunderstorms, again, are moving in after very hot and dry weather has been in place across the area. Over the last 24 hours, we've seen no showers and thunderstorms across the Great Basin, but you can see quite a bit of lightning in the southwest with the monsoon moisture, and that will push north. Over the last 24 hours, we've had some small fires reported over portions of Utah into western Nevada, and also a large fire over southern Nevada. Over the last 2 to 4 weeks, we've seen generally dry conditions in most areas, with the exception of parts of the Central Sierra into central and eastern Nevada, which is the only area of the basin that has seen near to above normal precipitation. All other areas have remained well below normal, and even areas over western and southern Nevada into Utah have seen no precipitation in the last 2 weeks, and some areas have seen no precipitation in the last month. ERCs, after the very warm and dry conditions, have been increasing rapidly in some areas and are above the 70th percentile over the southern half of the Great Basin, with some areas in Utah now above the 80th percentile. We're also seeing ERCs climb to above the 70th percentile in portions of Idaho. The water vapor satellite loop from this morning shows a strong ridge of high pressure in place across the Four Corners area, which is responsible for our very warm temperatures across the Great Basin in dry conditions. However, moisture is evident over the southwestern states, and this will eventually push north over the next several days into the Great Basin, allowing for an increase in showers and thunderstorms. Significant fire potential today will remain low to moderate across the area with very hot temperatures and low relative humidity. Temperatures will increase to near 100 degrees over most valleys of Nevada into Utah, with temperatures above 110 over southern Nevada. We'll also see single-digit relative humidity almost region-wide. As we move into Tuesday, the area of high pressure expands further north into the Great Basin, and this will allow moisture from the southwest to move into the southern portion of the Great Basin, increasing our potential for lightning. This lightning will increase fire potential as it is moving into an area that has seen very hot and dry conditions recently. These thunderstorms will also likely be a mix of wet and dry at the onset. Looking at conditions on Tuesday, again single-digit humidity for most areas, we will start to see the humidity increase a little bit over southern Utah as those showers and thunderstorms move north. Again, most showers and thunderstorms will be focused over the eastern half of the Great Basin and in far southern areas on Tuesday. As we move into Wednesday, this ridge amplifies across the Great Basin, allowing moisture to move further north, and this will likely allow thunderstorms to increase over eastern Nevada and much of Utah, which will again increase fire potential as these areas have been very hot and dry. We also may see some thunderstorms develop over southern areas of the Sierra Front into the Central Sierra. These thunderstorms look to be a little bit more isolated, but they will need to be monitored as this area has also been very hot and dry. On Wednesday, single-digit relative humidity continues over the western and northern side of the Great Basin, and it will be increasing quite a bit across Utah as that moisture remains in place for more showers and thunderstorms. These thunderstorms across Utah, again, will be fairly slow-moving and will have better chances to produce wetting rains as we get towards midweek. The overall amount of forecast precipitation looks to put the heaviest precipitation over the southern areas of the Great Basin and into parts of the central Utah mountains. As you move further north, thunderstorm precipitation will likely be a little bit more spotty. By Thursday, the ridge of high pressure amplifies to the north, and this allows moisture to move further north into the basin up into Idaho. These showers and thunderstorms across southern Idaho into northeast Nevada and northwest Utah will continue to increase fire potential with the high risk for lightning and new fire starts. These areas again have been very hot and dry over the last several days. Further south, we'll likely continue to see lightning over the southern and eastern side of Utah. However, these thunderstorms should be on the wetter side. As we move into Friday, the ridge of high pressure moves slightly eastward, and this will allow for drier conditions on the western side of the basin and showers and thunderstorms to continue over the eastern half of the area. However, we'll likely see higher relative humidity and better chances for wetting rains, especially across Utah. By Saturday and Sunday, a trough of low pressure starts to drop into the northwest, and this may allow for increasing winds with low relative humidity over parts of western and northern Nevada and possibly into Idaho as we move towards Saturday and Sunday. This may increase fire potential again, especially coming on after areas of very hot and dry conditions and the potential for lightning. Looking at the precipitation over the next 7 days, again, all of that precipitation is focused over the eastern half of the Great Basin with those thunderstorms. If we look further into the first week of July, we see the continuation of very warm temperatures and dry conditions, especially over the northern half of the Great Basin, with wetter conditions as you move further towards Utah and the Four Corners area associated with the monsoon. That concludes our briefing for today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you for listening.